Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to make an Alexa skill by modifying a piece of code that Amazon gives us, like a template. So basically there's a template called uh, my color picker or something, that you just say, hey, this is my favorite color, and Alexa tells you your favorite color is this. So that's something given by Amazon, and I'm going to modify that program to make a skill. So you don't need to know much, you just need to follow along. I learned by doing this, and hopefully I can help this process be clear to some of you guys. Now the first thing I want to do is sign into the Amazon AWS console, and I've as you can see, after I put in my password, it gives me this authentication code. Now what this is multi-factor authentication, just a good practice for security. So what I do is as soon as I put a password, I check my Google Authenticator app, and there's a token code that authentication code that I put in this this window, which lets me log in. So I'm gonna put that in right now. And this keeps on changing, so it doesn't matter if I show it to you guys. It keeps on changing every like 30 seconds. Alright, so this is my AWS console, and the next thing we're gonna have to do is go to developer.amazon.com, and you need to log in separately for this for some reason, I don't know, but I think I'm already here. Yep, and sends you to the dashboard. What you need to do is go to Alexa tab and click on Alexa Skills Kit. Now these are the skills that I've been working on. In fact, these are the skills that I kind of modified it to work like I wanted. What I did was I modified a template that Amazon gave and added some things to for Alexa to speak when I ask her something. So we're gonna add a new skill, and in the name tab I'm just gonna say soccer club. Invocation name, I'm gonna say soccer club. So in this demo, I'm gonna make a Alexa skill that will give me some output, speech output.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
When I ask certain things like the top scorer or something, it's just gonna be like a basic demo. I'm not gonna make the whole finished skill, because it'd probably take a long time. Just want to give you a demo. So we'll save. The invocation name already just right. That's me. I have this in my other skills. So instead of soccer club, I'm gonna say football club. Let's see. Okay, this is over. Football lover. Football game. Okay, that works. So invocation name is something that you will ask Alexa by saying, Alexa, start soccer game.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, so you can hear Alexa in the background. Right now she doesn't know. What we're gonna do next. Okay, now this is the main part of the skill, divided into 3 parts: intent schema, custom slots, and sample utterances. Now just to give you a basic understanding of this, intent schema is the intent that you mean when you say something to the app. So there could be only one intent. You could ask, for example, what's the weather in actually, weather is a bad idea because Amazon has built-in skill. But you could say, for example, I want to make a app for a soccer club that's my favorite, and I want to ask Alexa who scored, and Alexa will give you the details of the last goal scored by any player that's in record. So it could be last game or 2 games ago if the team didn't score any goal next last game. So basically it's like saying who scored, these kind of things. But what we have to do is to write them in a certain way, which is I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of those things from my previous app, because like I said, I don't have this on memorized or anything. I just modified them and make it work. And just to give you even better idea, this is the official documentation of AWS, and this is how intent schema is supposed to work. Now basically what you do is you open a curly bracket, write intents with an S, and inside that intents, which is the big block, you write the type of intents. So there's 2 intents here. One is get horoscope, one is get lucky numbers, and there's slots inside one intent, which is get horoscope. And we're gonna go into slots right after this. So basically, intents is this has 2 intents: get lucky number and get horoscope. And if you look at the way it's written, we're gonna do something similar here, and this is something that I already wrote. And what I'm gonna do is copy this into my new skill, and let's go over it. Intents meaning this is intent. Slots, name, color, type, list of clubs. Intent, my color is intent. What's my color intent? Intent, Amazon help intent, which we really don't need here. So let me just remove it. Actually, let me keep this, just so that I don't want to mess up the code that I have already written. I don't know, we might remove it later on. Intent, tell me a joke intent. So these are the intents, and only one intent, you see this one has slots, and the name is color, type is list of clubs. And just to give you what these things are, I'm gonna go back to the skill I already have, and you can see in the custom slots types I have list of clubs, which I'm gonna copy and enter values. I have I have this. So basically what this, how this links to this is when you say, actually, you know what, instead of color, my color is intent was something that Amazon had in its template, so I'm going to change it to club so that it becomes more clear. It is supposed to be club. I just need to make sure that I change this when I write the code. Basically, the intent, my club is intent has slots, right? Now when you say my club is, Alexa knows that you are intending to do something, right? So that's why it's called an intent. And what slots does is, you know, just to give you an idea, when you say my favorite club is club, so this is a slot. You know, in this slot you can so you see in this matches with this slots, the name is club and the type is list of clubs. So the clubs that could go into this club is these, which is the list of clubs. So slot is basically, you know, just like any kind of slot. There's a slot for coins, right? And what are the type of coins that I can go in? You know, a quarter, a dime. But if you just put something like a wooden something, then it probably won't read it or anything. You know, it's the same idea. For now, I'm just gonna have these clubs. I'm not gonna go write more stuff, and gonna come down to my sample utterances. Now this is something that's linked to the user interaction with the Echo Dot or with Alexa, and what you're doing here is,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, you can see Alexa just powered up when I say her name. I can't help it. It just happens when I don't know. Let's continue. So sample utterances is, my color is intent, so I'm just gonna change this to my club is intent, because you know we don't have something that's my color. So for now we're gonna have only, let's say two intents, okay, just to simplify everything. My club is intent. What else do I have? I think we also have tell me a joke intent. Tell me a joke intent. So I'm gonna say tell me a joke. Now you see here, also we're gonna have what's my club intent, okay? Because we're gonna ask what my favorite club is, right? So what's my club intent? What's my favorite club? and don't write question mark anything, because it gives you an error when you try to save. So just make sure you don't put any question mark or anything. And what this part does is, you're basically saying what are the ways a user can interact with a device. So having just one way limits you to interacting with your device, with your for just so that I don't invoke Alexa every time I say Alexa. I'm gonna instead of Alexa, I'm gonna start saying Lex. Okay. So when you have
Ask me whatever you'd like. Sometime soon, you'll be able to chat with the social bots competing in the Alexa Prize.
Oh wow.
The Amazon competition for university
Alexa, stop.
students.
So you see there, Lex went up. So to talk with Lex in other ways, what you can do is you can copy this same thing and say, if you want to ask the same thing some other ways, you can say I love this. So when you say I love Manchester United, or if you say my favorite club is Manchester United, the same thing happens, which is it triggers the my club is intent and passes the value to the skill. Okay, and you can say tell me a joke. You can also say you can also say make me laugh. Okay, and let's leave the last one just as it is, because I hope you get the concept. So we're gonna save this. Okay, so we get an error saying there was a problem with your request, unknown slot types, list of clubs for your club. Now I had this, I kind of struggled with this a few times before I was able to fix this. The solution is add. Okay, it should be like this. This should be there when you are ready to save this. Because before I just had it written. Now there's no places to save these guys, but there you have to save this to and add it to save this. Now there's another error. There was a problem with your request, unknown slot name color. This error occurred in sample. Okay, yeah. We don't have a color. We have a club, right? Because club. And you might wonder what am I doing? Why was there a color? But what this is basically is I'm modifying something that Amazon gave me, and I'm trying to make something that I want by modifying it. So I hope you'll understand when I keep on going. Okay, I got another error. There was a problem with the request. The intent, what's my club intent, was not found in the domain definition. Come on. What's my club intent? Hope this works now. Looks like it's working finally. Gosh. And just a warning: when you start making an app, you run through so many different errors, and it's sometimes very frustrating. But once you get the app running, once you get to talk to Lex, it's very rewarding, believe me. So just have some patience, have some perseverance, and I promise it'll be worth it. Okay, so successfully updated the interaction model. Now we'll move on to the next part, which is this. Now what this means is you have two options. One is to store your code in in a HTTPS location, like a website, a secure website. You can't just have a unsecure website. It has to be a HTTPS location, and you can run it. But I'm gonna do it through AWS Lambda, which is easy. So here I'm gonna choose North America because that's where I am. What I'm gonna do is go to the Amazon AWS console and say Lambda. Okay. So yeah, now this is all the skills that I have already. I mean, all the Lambda functions that I have already. But we're gonna create a new Lambda function. And this is what I was talking about from way back. Amazon has some blueprint for us to be able to get an idea of how it works. They just don't give you a blank page and starts say, hey, do it, just figure it out. They give you all these examples for Python, Node.js, all these runtimes. And I think Node.js has all these all this other a lot of stuff. But since I use Python, I don't use Node.js. I'm gonna use Python, and Python has a lot of functions too. But we're gonna search for Alexa. Actually, just to make sure. Let's see. Node.js Alexa. Oh yeah. Node.js has the same amount of skill as Python in Alexa, so that makes me I don't know, I'm okay with that. I was thinking Node.js had more options, and I was about to learn Node.js, but yeah, I think this is cool. So as you can see, what happened was Alexa skills kit. Okay, let's go back and make sure. Okay, so when you did Python and when you did Python and Alexa, press the Alexa color kit, this just happens itself, and you say configure triggers. You can choose to add a trigger that will invoke your function. Right now, obviously it's going to be Alexa skills kit because this is what we're working on, and you can obviously choose, but for this purpose it's going to be Alexa skills kit. It brought up automatically here. That's awesome. So next, okay, so my function. So the name of the function, a Lambda function, consists of a custom mode you want to execute. So basically, Lambda function is a code that sits on AWS that you can execute and make it do different things. It can even use compute. It's supposed to be serverless, which is if you can make use of Lambda, then you don't have to run EC2s and stuff. It's pretty cool. But for this, it's just understand that we're using this code on storing it on AWS that will do something when we make it talk to Alexa. It does store some stuff, and yeah, it just computes stuff for you guys on the cloud. The code computes stuff on the cloud. So the name of the function is going to be my skill Python description my first skill. Now if you come down here, you can see this sample demonstrates a simple skill built with Amazon Alexa kit. The intent schema, like we talked, custom slots, and sample utterances for a skill, as well as test instructions, are located at here. So what I did back on the Alexa skill page was go to this go to this website and check out these things. That's why I put them.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Come on. So and basically I modified that to, instead of saying my color intent, I said my club intent. That's how I came up with that part. Even that I didn't know how to do, so I had to look that and modify. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna modify this code to make it work with the skills that I want. Okay, so from future import print function. This is just something that you do so that you protect yourself against updates. Pretty sure that's it. Helpers that build all of the response, right? Now, these are the things that build the response. Don't worry about it, just we're just gonna modify some stuff, and we don't need to modify any of these. So but let's have a look. If this is building speechlet response, which gives an output speech that Lex speaks to us. A card is sent to your phone's app. Reprompt is something that you get when Lex doesn't hear anything from you. Should end session is just saying should end session true or false. Build response, and these are the main functions. Okay, now these are the main functions that we'll be looking at. So this is def get welcome response. If you wanted to initialize a session to have some attributes, you could add those here. So this is the first function that you hear when you first invoke the skill. Okay, so welcome to Alexa skills kit sample. Immediately we're going to change this to welcome to the soccer club. Okay, we're just going to modify it till it says something that we like. Okay, so please tell me your favorite color club by saying my favorite color. My favorite club is saying, for example, my favorite color is, I'm going to say, just to make it easier, I'm going to say Everton. I was going to say Manchester United, but it's just a bit longer. We're going to make this shorter, right? Actually, let's just go ahead and make Manchester United. If the user either does not reply to the welcome message or say something that is not understood, they will be prompted again with this text. Please tell me your favorite club by saying my favorite club, or I'll quit, right? Let's just remove this. So should end session equals false. Because after this we're gonna do something, right? Now return build response, session attributes, build speech response, card title, speech, blah blah blah. So this is just saying initialize the app we just started. So should end session equals false. Now handle session end request. This is for when you want to end the session. So this is a message when you end the skill. So thank you for trying soccer club. Okay, so as you can see, we're just modifying stuff until we make it work. Now you can definitely add some logic here that you like, which I will maybe show in the next video, because this one we're gonna just do a simple demonstration of how everything works, So yeah, this is the end of the session. Def create favorite color attributes. Yeah, we're gonna have some trouble with this because, you know, I gotta change all this color and club, and we're gonna try to make it work. Friend set color in session, car title, and color in 10 slots. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Okay, so this is the main chunk of code. Right, so this is setting the color in session, and in place of color we're gonna make it club. Okay. No card. Okay, so favorite color equals. So let's just first modify the speech, and we're gonna modify some, you know, everything else later. So speech output, whenever you see speech output, instead of saying favorite color is, we're gonna say favorite club is. You can ask me your favorite club by saying what's my favorite club. You can ask me your favorite club. Read prompt text club by saying what's my favorite club. Speech output, I'm not sure what your favorite club is. Please try again. I'm not sure what your favorite club is. You can tell me your favorite club by saying my favorite club is, I don't know, Chelsea. Okay, so everything is set. Now we obviously have to, you know, we might have to change these things. Set color in session, blah 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 to club, but you know, let's see if we really need it. You know, we just want to make it work here. Right now, it's a good practice to have everything make sense to whoever is reading, but I just want to, you know, get this thing working, and maybe we'll try to refine it in the next video, which, you know, which will take a long time. So we want to keep this video as short as possible. It's already maybe like 20-25 minutes. Get color from session, blah blah blah. Session get your favorite color in session. Now this is the part where it replies your favorite club is that. Goodbye. Speech output, I'm not sure what your favorite club is. You can say my favorite color is Everton. Okay. Student session equals false, obviously, you know. So basically, for till now, I'm just modifying it wherever I see color and club. Okay, so I think I missed a big part where I should have explained what this piece of code all does. Okay. So let me do this. Let me Control A, copy everything, right, and Control Z out of this. Okay, this is how it came here at first. So I'm gonna save this. Okay. I can't do that because of the color thing. Actually, you know what? Let me just go back to whatever I did. So basically, what this code does, if it is run through the skill, is, you know, you can, when you say, you open the skill by saying let's start the skill. I mean the color picker or something, and Lex starts up and says, what's your favorite color? And you say red, and when you ask what's my oh, you say my favorite color is red. When you ask Lex, what's my favorite color? It tells you your favorite color is red. Okay, that's it. It's that simple. And we're trying to modify it to do something that we want it to do. Okay. So actually here. So far we have okay, so you see this part when it says define on intent. So when intent request session, now you can see all the intent name. So I can say my club is intent because as you can remember we changed color to club everywhere in the developer page. So my club is intent, right? Now let's try to find where these are. Okay, so I hope you're following this. If not, then I'm really not explaining properly, and I'll try to do that in the future videos. But I just wanted to give you a walkthrough of how I work, and maybe it'll help someone, one or two people at least. I'll be happy. So what we're trying to look for is what's my club intent and my club is intent. These should be written somewhere here already. Okay, yeah. So function that control the skill behavior. You see these comments? They'll help you guide. They'll guide you through how to change stuff. So we already looked into these two. Session get welcome session and create favorite color attributes, favorite color, blah blah blah. Actually, oh yeah. So, okay, so set color in session, intent session. Okay, now when you see I don't know, man. Oh yeah, so blah 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 blah. So when you say my club is intent, set color in session. So I have a feeling this already works. It already works. Actually, let's try to. So basically, what we did up to this point is instead of instead of saying the colors, we changed the stuff to clubs. Okay, we haven't done anything new. So and we did this because we changed the intent name back in the developer page, but everything else can stay the same and we can still make it work. So we just changed the output of the text. We didn't do anything. It took quite a long, because I was trying to I don't know the word. I was trying to make sense of this to you, but I might have just I don't know mumble jumbled stuff. I don't know if you understood what I've done so far, but you know what, let's test this and we can maybe try to add a joke intent later. Okay, so let's do next. Oh yeah, so after you write the function, you have to create a role for this. Okay, so I already have a role set up. If not, just create a role. It's super easy. It's very just Or maybe, I don't know. Lam role. I'm just creating a new role to help you guys, okay? So lam role. Actually, I don't know what okay, so I'm creating a new role. Next, let me just say create function. Okay, so we're set. Now what we want to do is action configure test event. We want to test this function out. You know, if something comes to this, we're gonna test this. And to test it, we're gonna have a sample input from color. Alexa intent my color is. So this is something that you can written already by Amazon that you can pass to the function to test it out. And we're gonna say 7 test. Ooh, we get an error. Okay, we get an error. Obviously, we get a big error because there's something like invalid intent, and we're gonna try to figure out what it is. Line 204 and 166. 204 and 166. Okay, line 166. Ooh, value error. What's my club intent? Oh, that's because these have been changed. Okay, because you know what? Let's just say color, or you know what? Let's do this. Triggers, no, accents, create test event. So it's here, instead of my color is intent, we're gonna say club. Okay, perfect. Looks like it worked this time. Did it? Okay, perfect. So it worked. It worked. So what we're gonna do is come back to this place. Oh, actually, so this, you see this ARN here? You have to copy this and you pass this on to this box where it says configuration endpoint AWS North America, and this box, and you say next. Okay, alright, now we're ready to test. Now we can either test this in my Alexa. Now what happens is when you make a skill, it automatically gets sent to your Alexa.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
And how we can test this out it by this name, invocation name. So let me try this out. Okay, so you see my invocation name is football game, and we're trying to test. How was that? Alexa, Start football game.
Welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
Do you guys hear that?
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
Alexa, start football club.
Welcome to the Red Devils Club. Please tell me your favorite football club by saying, my favorite color is Manchester United.
Oops.
I'm not sure what your favorite club is.
Alexa,
you can say,
stop.
I'm not sure what your favorite club is. You can say, my favorite club is red.
So you can see, it's kind of messed up because we haven't changed all the colors and club. But what we can do is we can go and find out and kind of refine it, Please tell me your favorite club by saying blah. Thank you for trying. You can ask me your favorite club. Well, you can ask me by saying what's your favorite club. I'm not sure what your favorite club is. I'm not sure what your favorite club is. Oh yeah. Club. Okay, I mean everything looks good so far. I don't know what's up. Okay, let's save. Okay, and let's go back. Football game, right? Okay, so we're gonna test. I think last time we called another function that I wrote before. Remember, we have to say, Alexa, start football game.
Welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
You see this? So we just made Alexa say this.
There was a problem with the
Alexa,
requested
stop.
skills response.
Okay, man. Okay, so just to give you, just to give you an idea how fast this thing is, you can say, if you add hi and you save this, right? Okay, we just did this. We added a hi and we're gonna call Alexa, start football game.
Hi, welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
My favorite club is Manchester United.
I'm not sure what your favorite club is. Please try again.
My favorite club is Manchester United.
I'm not sure what your favorite club is. Please try again.
Okay, so it's not working for some reason.
There was a problem with the requested skills
Alexa,
response.
stop. So as you can see, we did everything right to this phase, which is pretty simple. We're just changing the text, right? But the next part isn't set up properly, and for that what we need to do is what we need to do is okay, I know what I need to do. I think we need to fix. Actually, you know what? Well, let's do this. Let's go open up another Lambda. SQL functions, and this is my previous function that I wrote, and you can kind of see how everything is working in this. Set color in session. So I see what's happening. So we can solve this problem two ways. One is the easy way, one is the harder way. The harder way is the better way, the easy way is the sloppy way. But we're gonna do the sloppy way this time, because we're just trying to learn. So what we need to do is come over here and come to interaction model and change this to color. Change this to color. Change this to color. I think everything else can stay as it is. Alexa, start football game.
Hi, welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
My favorite club is Chelsea.
I now know your favorite club is Chelsea. You can ask me your favorite club by saying, what's my favorite club?
What's my favorite club?
Your favorite club is Chelsea. Goodbye.
See, that was a simple demonstration of what happened. You basically said, this is my favorite club, and and Lex stored it in the session info and passed it on to you when you asked for it. And the thing about sloppy and the right way, the thing I was saying is this thing, we don't have color anymore, so it doesn't. So this should be club, but what if you change this to club, you have to go back to the code we've written. And actually, you know what? Okay, I'll just mention how to do it properly, but maybe we can fix it in another lesson. I'll have a title saying fixing the sloppy code and doing it the right way. But just to give you what we should be doing is, wherever there is color, it's only 2 matches, by the way. Here, right? Oh, no, it should be more. There should be more. There should be more than 2 colors. There cannot be only 2 colors. here. Oh, here, right? Color. See, slots, color. And why didn't this come up? That's funny. Oh. Color. Ooh, okay. 13 matches. Let's try to see every. Ooh. Color. El color. What the hell? What the okay. Color. Okay, see. It says the color in the session. Right? Now. Here. Color. So basically, I think all you need to do is, okay, how about this? Yeah, so you need to change this to club. Okay, only two places. I kind of want to try it now, but actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and change it and see if it works. At least we make our code a bit less sloppy, you know. Let's see if this works. If not, we'll just immediately revert back. We definitely have to come back here and say club. Oops. Club. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so this should work. If not, we're gonna end this and we're gonna try to figure out what's wrong in another session, in another video, in some other day. Maybe later this day. I might record something later this day. But hopefully it works, and hopefully it gives you a glimpse. I don't know if I should add a joke intent, right? Tell me a joke intent. I have everything ready for it. No, let's go ahead and add the joke intent, because I like being told a joke, right? So I kind of made this tool, got this working last time, but you know, it just messed everything up later, and I had to kind of give up. Okay. Intent. So we're copying this piece of code and trying to make it work for actually, let's go down and see. Okay, instead of saying color, we're gonna say joke. This is for color. This is the one we copied, and we're gonna say joke. We're gonna remove all this if else stuff. We can only have one thing, right? Actually, I say false. try this stuff. Okay, I don't know any joke. Just to try this out. We're gonna add a joke later on, but let's say this how it works. Oops, what did I do wrong? 138. Something is wrong on line 1. Oops, 138.
You get out of.
One more Alexa skill like this. Bye bye. Alexa, stop. So yeah, that was my dad inquiring what I am doing. I don't know any jokes. Why? Oh, yeah, I see what the problem is. This is the problem. Okay, it should be indented. Python is all stuck up with all the indentation, which it might be a good or bad thing. I don't know. Looks like it's gonna work now, and I'm gonna start saying, Alexa, start football game.
Hi, welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
Tell me a joke.
I don't know any joke.
Ooh, it worked. It worked.
I don't know any joke.
Huh. Why did it say it twice? Oh, yeah, okay. So we're gonna make it true, and let's say a joke, okay? Let's say football. Football is jokes. So you can see there's some, oops, what the hell, Mike? Okay, I think this is a pretty funny joke. What do you call an Englishman in the knockout stages of a World Cup? A referee. We're gonna add this joke. Hope there's no English viewers getting all getting all angry. You know what? Actually, this is a better joke that might not offend anyone. Unless I don't know. Unless you're pretty easily offendable by anything. What we're gonna do is go find the joke. Joke, where are you? I don't know, man. The joke is lost. Where are you, joke? Oh, here. How do athletes stay cool during a game? I think these things add pause, but I don't know. And the answer is they stand near the fans. Okay, so we're gonna save this. And what we did was we added something on top of that. So basically, instead of just changing colors to club and not being able to say we did anything significant, we actually added an intent over here, right? Instead of, we added an intent saying intent, tell me a joke intent, that had no slots, that had no slots. Now you could later on say, for example, Liverpool, and that makes you, so that accepts Liverpool as a slot value, and just like club value, and only tells you Liverpool joke. For now, we just made it easy, but we made something that's different than what already was given to us. So I think it's a big step forward. I was a newbie when I did this. No Alexa developing skills, and I think that's pretty big step forward. So I.
Sorry, I'm not sure about
Alexa,
that.
stop. I don't know how many times I have to stop Lex. Okay, so yeah, I think we already saved it. Let's test this for one last time, and we'll stop it. We'll stop the session. Alexa, start football game.
Hi, welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United.
Tell me a joke.
How do athletes stay cool during a game? They stand near the fans.
Ha ha ha. That worked. Perfect. That's a clap for me. Now, as you can see, I just added or ask me a joke, right? Alexa, start football game.
Hi, welcome to the soccer club. Please tell me your favorite club by saying, for example, my favorite club is Manchester United. Or ask me for a joke.
So you can now go back and forth and tweak stuff until you're good. And I think we accomplished.
How do athletes stay cool during a game? They stand near the fans.
What the fuzz? So that's one thing that's broken, right? Because it's repeating the joke. Okay, but that's good enough. That's good enough. I think we accomplished what we set out to do. Thank you for watching. If you're still with me, I'm sorry for all the rambling in between. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.